Hello Taurus, and welcome to your reading for August 2024. Taurus, this is a great month for you. We're starting out strong, we're finishing strong. There's a little bit of stuff going on in the middle, but overall I think August is going to be a pretty good month for you. We're starting out August with you going on a little trip or something, and I feel like it's really important for you to do this. It's somewhere that you've been before, so whatever this trip is about, it's revisiting something or going back to a place that really has brought you joy in the past. So I'd highly encourage you to do that. If you're thinking about it and you're not sure, I really think for some reason it's quite important to you to do that. There's this feeling of coming out of the dark and into the light with you, Taurus. So whatever struggles you've been having previous to now, I feel like they're going to start to ease at the start of August. So you're going to feel this space to breathe and feel this weightlessness upon you as you leave things in the past. You're leaving them behind. Now I've got this really interesting moment in the mid sort of August range, and I think you're going to get invited to some sort of celebration, like a birthday party, and it's going to start out really, really well. But something happens at this gathering of people, and it looks like the fallout of whatever happens in this gathering of people really affects you, Taurus. So I don't know what this is about, but like I said, a gathering of people, you're going to go, and I think perhaps there's going to be people there that make you very uncomfortable and make you feel like you can't act like yourself. Gosh, I hope you know what I'm talking about. Is it super important for you to go? It's a celebration and there's a lot of people, so I'm thinking it's something where you'll have a lot of family and friends around you, but then it turns to shit. Like it's embarrassing, you feel trapped, like you want to leave but you can't because it's one of those obligation type things where you've got to hang around for so long. It could be a wedding as well, something like that. But you know, the thing is, you're spending money on this. So that could be gifts or helping pay for this, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, or at the end of this gathering of people, it just turns completely south and people are arguing and carrying on. It's going to cause you a little bit of stress and anxiety and a bit of sleeplessness as well. Intriguing. I think if I'm looking at this as I'm being very, very specific here about this event that you're going to. So if you have one and you're going to it, my suggestion would be make up some excuse so you don't have to stay as long as you need to stay, and then leave, because it just turns sort of weird, and then you're losing sleep, and then it's just kind of strange. There's a bit of a fallout from this gathering of people as well. So interesting. If this happens to you, Taurus, I'd love to hear about it in the comments, because I'm being very specific, and I try and be a bit more vague when I'm doing these because I've got so many Taurians that I'm, reading for. So I'm being very specific. So let me know if that actually happens. Now, by the end of the month, don't worry, that all blows over. By the end of the month, things are looking much better. Are you stressed out and not sleeping? Absolutely, that is in there, but I'm not over the top concerned about it, where I'm going to give you some big fat warnings around it. By the end of the month, and I think this is because of what's happened, what I'm talking about, you've decided to take a different path forward and make some new beginnings with your life. You could actually be moving. You could actually just taking a different path entirely with your work. There's something going on here where you are just deciding to change things up and make a move in a different direction. Now, I think it's giving you a lot of stress thinking about making these changes, okay? As we all do, we're all scared of change and what might happen and what could possibly go wrong if we make changes. But for you, Taurus, I'm looking at the end of August and I can see Judgment and the Sun coming through. So these are cards telling me that you will be taking the right path, and the sun is shining down on this new beginning. So if you decide to make some changes around housing, directions of your life at the end of August, please know that the sun is shining down on the new beginnings, and you'll be blessed with a great harvest if you do make those changes. If you don't, you're just going to keep repeating cycles, completely up to you. But an interesting month for you, Taurus. I think it's a good month because a lot of things are going to kind of fall into place and things are going to make sense, and you're going to have a clearer picture of everything that's going on around you and why. Yes, there's some interesting interactions with people, but you're going to be just fine, and new beginnings at the start of the month, which I really, really love. Thank you so much for listening, Taurus, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.